Welcome back to Timoteo TV. Breaking down week 1. We have our 4:30 games. So we got 3 more games we want to highlight here. Once again, joined by Buddy Martinez, Eric Moore, and Chris Lar. So breaking these down. So let's get into it. Raiders, Packers. Rival, a lot of history here. Played a lot of games. Raiders look good in the preseason. So did Pack, but both seem to have, maybe have some weak opponents. But Chris, what do you think?
I think this hands down will be the best game of the week. There's no doubt about it. I mean, when you look at all the other games, I think there are a lot of lopsided games this week. I think this will be the only one where it's going to be head-to-head. There's a lot of talent on both sides of the ball, a lot of leadership on both sides of the ball. But when I get down to it, I think the Packers are just a better team. I think they've been playing longer. I think they're together, and they've been practicing longer. They have their scheme ready. They're closer to mid-season form than the Raiders. I think the Raiders are going to improve, but it's going to be a little too late. And I think the Packers are going to win 26-13.
All right. Eric, you going to go along with Chris here again? Or?
Well, I love the Raiders' offensive scheme. The way Rob has his team fired up this year. But then again, we are talking about the Packers. Buddy the Bully will do just that against the Raiders. Psych. The Packers will lose to the Raiders with a Raiders' strong offense, 37-20.
Woo! Buddy, what do you have to say about this? What do you have to say about it? First being accused of being a bully. Next, your team's going to get whooped on by the Raiders. What do you have to say?
Well, I mean, this is a rivalry for sure. Raiders and Packers. This is going back to the beginning when they first started, when Hector was quarterback and the Packers first entered the league, trying to make a statement against the Raiders. But the Raiders are a good team, so I'll give you that. The Raiders are a good team. With Frank, Lou, Melvin, they got a lot of tough guys. I don't know if we have an answer for everything that they got on offense. They have a good offense. But the Packers are hungry this year. We've been practicing hard. I think we got a couple of tricks up our sleeve that might give us the edge in this game. You guys got to remember, we got the defensive player of the year. How many points you said we were going to give up?
37.
No, we don't give up 37 points, all right? So I see this in a close game here. There's no way with the front line I got. My boys can grab flags over there.
You got a lot of holes in that defense over there, buddy. A lot of holes.
We got patches, too. We're filling them all right? Ain't no holes in our defense.
all right, fellas. You need
Gotcha.
Nothing personal here.
Well, I got the Packers edging it out. I got the Packers winning 20-19. Close game.
20-19. All right. Going to come down to those extra points. Huh?
There it is.
All right, so next game, Jets, Ravens.
This is interesting. Last year, these teams met first week, and the Ravens won 48-7.
Wow.
To me, it's amazing how much things can change in 12 months because they are about to change. One, the Ravens look undisciplined to me. They got spanked during the preseason. Now, I know it's preseason. Now, the Jets, they also lost, but they lost to a quality opponent, the 49ers, and they barely lost. And so when I look at this matchup, I think the Ravens are on the downward swirl, right? Give them a swirly, baby, because they're going down the toilet. And I think the Jets are actually going to squeak out the win. And here's the thing. I think this game is a turning point for the Jets. If they lose this game, they will go 0-5. If they win this game, they make a statement, it gives them what they need, and they can possibly get the 3 to 4 wins and sneak in the playoffs. Wow. This is a must-win game for the Jets, and I think they win it 18-14.
Wow.
All right. Okay. Eric, what do you have to say?
Well, the Jets, they're hyped this year for their second season in Timoteo. I think the Ravens are a little overrated. A lot of trash talking by their players. They did a lot of trash talking prior to their game, their preseason game, and we know how that turned out. But a lack of a performance on the field says Jets in a blowout. Absolutely not. I'm taking the Ravens in a blowout, 32-12.
All right, buddy. Break this tie. Who's going to win this game?
Well, you got a veteran team in the Ravens coming in off a over-exceeding year last year. I mean, that preseason game, they were missing a lot of players, so don't hold anything to that. Right. But I believe they have the best quarterback in that division. and I believe George is going to lead them. And the Jets haven't shown me anything on defense yet. I think they have the potential to get better, but I think they're going to use this loss here from the Ravens. And I got the Ravens winning 34-20. Mach and Steve, you guys got to get together because you guys are going to be in for a tough one.
Wow.
All right. We'll see what happens. Our final game at 4:30, Cardinals versus Lions. Cardinals, a big powerhouse last year, rebuilding a little bit, but still appeared to have a pretty solid team. And, of course, the Lions, though, they surprised some folks. They looked pretty organized, solid out there in preseason. What do you think, Chris?
First of all, the Lions didn't surprise nobody. They played the Vikings, right, who the Vikings are the new Jets, right? And then you got the Cards. They ain't rebuilding nothing. All right? They got rid of Bam. They picked up RG, not RG3. They picked up RG4. This kid, 14 years old, and he's going to be around for a while. And you can't make him a number one yet because he's only 14, so he can play in a blowout situation. This team is stacked, and I like how they build their team. I think they got a lot of young guys, a lot of old guys, a lot of talent. And Lions, if you can weather this storm, which you have to weather this storm. I know you're riding high right now. You got to weather this storm. If you don't weather this storm, your season's completely over, and you will go 0-8. But the storm that's going to happen is the Cards are going to win this game 92-0.
Woo. That'd be the biggest blowout ever.
Yeah. That's right. They're a young kid. They don't have to sit them. They're going to keep RG4 out there, baby.
All right. Eric, can you give us something maybe a little more down to earth?
Like Chris said, the Cardinals went. I spoke to Cornell. After the offseason, and they went down to Baylor and picked up this kid, RG3, out of nowhere.
RG4.
Well, Chris said RG4, I'm sorry. But this kid came out of nowhere. He walked into the rally, and everybody was like, wanted his autograph because they thought it was the Baylor quarterback. But I think the Cardinals are going to leave off where they left, pick up where they left off last year. I know the Lions look good in preseason, but like I said, Lions, you're an expansion team. This is Timoteo. There's no way you're going to win against the Cardinals. So I'm picking the Cardinals in a blowout. I'm sorry, Lions. It's your first year. 42-20.
All right. Buddy, what do you have to say? I know last week our guest Teacup was really speaking highly about these Lions. What do you think?
Well, first I don't know what's in that cup over there that Chris is drinking because he's got the Jets winning, and now he's got the Cardinals scoring 92 points against the Lions.
Wow.
Did you guys?
He will break every Timoteo quarterback record ever set. RG4. Mark my words.
Let's not forget this kid is 14.
That's right. And he's going to start this year with 92 points first game.
Let's not forget that the Cardinals lost to the Eagles. They lost that game.
On purpose.
Listen, the Lions might be a new team.
Nah.
But they have some momentum coming in from beating the Vikings. And they got a mojo over there because I went to their practice. They went from 7 guys. Then they went to 14 guys at the scrimmage. Now they're up to 21 guys over there. They keep just adding 7. You know, man, I think that's how they're going to be doing this year, just adding 7 points. They got this kid named Papito, who is a leader, and he is really running that team with Eddie, and they got some other veteran guys on that team. They got George. I mean, it's hard. I know what it is. The first year, but I got the Lions winning this game. The Cardinals don't scare me.
Wow,
they don't scare me. RG, no wins yet. All right, I got the Lions winning 20-18.
All right.
Mark my words.
You must be drinking.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, we'll see. Most new teams, they have that rough first week, but maybe the Lions will be different.
Yeah,
change history. So we'll see. But thanks again for joining us for Timoteo TV. Make sure you keep checking us out on the website. Please come out to the games, our new field, the Lighthouse. Love to see you out there. And join us next week for week 2. And see you out on the field.